Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, one of the sectors facing a major disruption was the education sector. But innovation emerged with the adoption and rollout of virtual learning across most levels of the schooling system. Cherrylene Lewis reviews the education sector and national budget.
In 2021, the education and training sector received 16% of the national budget, positioning the sector as a top priority with an allocation of 7.93 billion, the largest subvention in the budget. The subvention was needed as there was a revamp of the education system to facilitate continuous classes in the midst of the pandemic and two state of emergencies. In the first instance, when physical classes were cancelled and rolled out virtually, close to 65,000 students were without devices to engage in online learning, proving a challenge. On Friday, the 11th of September 2020, the first set of devices were donated through the Adopt a School initiative to 4 schools. By January 2021, 10,000 additional devices were donated from TSTT and TAT. Fast forward to January 2021, more students had access to online learning and government was looking towards the resumption of physical classes. Thus, 354 projects were started at a cost of approximately $85 million for school preparations. By the time school reopened in September this year, Minister of Education Dr. Nan Gadsby-Dolly said 100 million had been allocated for additional school repairs. On September 6th, physical school resumed for fully vaccinated students in Forms 4 to 6. Chairman of the Association of Denominational Board of Education, Sharon Mangru, weighed in on the ministry's management of the education sector during this pandemic.
I think the management was, maybe it would not have been perfect, but it was what was within the scope and the capability of the ministry at this time to do. What they could have done differently, in hindsight, hindsight is 2020 vision. And in hindsight, what they would have done differently is just start to prepare long in advance for this.
Ms. Mangru also shared some recommendations which she believes the ministry should adopt.
Working closer with the boards. The boards own the majority of the primary schools, right, of the public primary schools. And while there has been some good collaboration with the boards.
And once again, educators are hopeful that the sector receives the largest allocation in the national budget. Cherrylene Lewis, TTT News.